Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Full Force News Burst Live special unboxing. Today, I'm going to get stuck into this cheeky little chap. Yes, the Crimson Alley Viper. So I said a little while back that there wouldn't be many unboxings really to come for a while because obviously we just bought a house. Yay us. And so that is kind of taking a lot of the focus of our financial situation. So thankfully, though, in-demand toys came through in a massive way and got me this beauty and also mole rats and shooter. So we'll be able to get a few unboxings. I think, like obviously today and then next week, and then of course we've got the Hiss tank, which I'll have to do an unboxing of that bad boy. That's coming soon to the new house as well. I changed my address. It's all good. I sorted that out with Hasbro. Right. How's everyone doing? Got a few people in the comments. We've got Ed, Aaron, Michael, Slade, Johnny, Philly, Mark from Talking Joe. Hello, guys. How's everyone doing? Aaron says the Thunder Machine Soundwave is shipping Monday, according to Amazon. Wow, that's unexpected a little bit. Well, kind of expected, but also like I completely forgot that that's a thing, and now that's coming. Amazing stuff. Yeah, a bit of a surprise unboxing this morning. Hope everyone's having a good one. Jedi Ben, hello Jedi Ben. Right, let's get stuck into this then, because yeah, we've got some unboxing to do, and that is the Crimson Alley Viper. Right, let's cut into the little bit of. Actually, let's look at the box. I always forget to look at the box first, don't I? Right, so we have the gorgeous figure render on the front. Obviously, things are changing going forward. We've already kind of seen, to some degree, like Metalhead, Mutton Junkyard, even Clutching the Vamp. We're seeing how those particular price point figures and sets are going to be doing the plastic kind of bubble. We still haven't seen these. Have we seen these yet? Maybe we have. I can't even think. I imagine it's just going to be like you're going to see it here, and then this render is going to be on the back, like we've seen with those other figures. Kind of, that would make the most sense to me. So say goodbye to this particular format, of course, but we still do get a few figures to enjoy in this style. And I do love this style of packaging. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was really cool. Anyway, yes, there's the Crimson Alley Viper, looking very awesome indeed. Yes, this is a repaint of the regular Alley Viper, which I should have brought with me, but I didn't. To be honest, though, I have packed everything up and it's been shifted over to the new digs. So it would have been, sorry, I've got something in my eye. So it would have been a difficult maneuver to pull that one out in order to do this. So forgive me, but there'll be no comparison with the original today. There is all of the weapons loadout as well. Face mask, pistol, removable grappling hook and grappling hook launcher, rifle with removable magazine, I believe, as well. 2 knives, another rifle with again another removable magazine at the back, the backpack and shield. We've all seen it before. We know the deal. This is a number 91. There's the QR code to nowhere and the tiny attributes, the tiniest attributes in the world. I think it's infantry, something, and urban mission specialist. There is something in my eye and it's annoying me. Oh, well, tough. I'll have to carry on. The show must go on. Then we have the beautiful artwork in a much bigger fashion on the side. I think that might be Oliver Barrett. It does have Oliver Barrett vibes, but forgive me if I'm wrong on that one. It does look like Oliver Barrett's work. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, it's really cool. It's funny because there's a few people working on this artwork, and I don't only know what the Oliver Barrett's doing it. I don't know who else is doing it because everyone else is keeping really quiet. And then of course, yeah, the back with the call outs to this new deco, the new tampo on the helmet, which we'll see a bit later on, which is kind of tying it into the whole zombie scenario or Dark Energon situation. So you got this kind of like toxic symbol on the front of the visor there, and then obviously it calls out the backpack and all the details on the backpack as well, which is kind of cool. But there you go. There is the Crimson Alley Viper. So I'm going to just chip away at the sides. Number 91, as I said, this is a Walmart exclusive, but this is very, thank you very much, Nick and Mass and the team at In Demand Toys for so graciously hooking me up with 3 more figures before the unboxings go dark, as it were. I haven't got. I am so ill prepared. I thought, I'll just go on there and do a thing. It'll be cool. I'm just trying to find something that might work in here. Will this work? Maybe not. Okay, I've got it. I've done it. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I wish you'd seen what I've done there. I'm not going to show you, but it's quite hilarious. I will show you what I've done. So what I tend to hate more than anything is the this little flap getting folded in the middle. And the best way to do it is to get a knife under there and push against this flap basically against the cardboard, so it kind of comes out nice and flush. If you don't do that, sometimes it gets caught, sometimes it rips, sometimes it folds this in the middle. I used my pop shield on my microphone, which was just to the left of me. I just slid that in there, that way in, and it fit somehow. Fit in there. So that worked. Thank you, pop shield. That just, when you use a microphone professionally, that's what stops it from all the pops and the hisses and stuff, and spitting on it as well, protects it from all your spit. And I do spit a lot. Hot fire, actually, usually, when I spit my wraps all over it. Anyway, here we go with now, again, these are going to be a thing of the past because all the accessories are going to be kind of laid out on show. So no more weapon crates, which I don't know. I like the first style of the weapons crates. I love the blue ones. These ones I'm not so keen on, so I don't think I'm going to be missing. I'm not going to miss them necessarily, but the blue ones I really liked. These ones, I don't know. I don't like the fact there's like one handle and it seems to be on the bottom, or if it's on the side, then it's up, like get it the right way up kind of thing. But then other things are, I guess it's that, isn't it? I guess that's what it is. I guess that's how it is. Like it's on that side, the handle's showing, but I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me, really. Anyway, enough of that crap, McLeod. Open this and let's get into the accessories. Now, we've seen all of these accessories before, of course. It's one bag's worth, folded up to make it look like 2 for a second there. And I open it like a crisp packet, like so. Nice and easy. And then I pour it all out and hope that I've got everything. Hopefully there's a little knife stuck in the corner somewhere, just hiding. We'll get to that anyway. I'm missing all the comments. Sorry, guys. Slave has also just bought a house. Congratulations to you as well. Top of the morning to you, Philly. Hey, what's cooking, Mark? I'll tell you what's cooking. Alley Viper is what's cooking. Have I got everything? It looks as though I have everything. I'm just going to see. The magazines are identical, aren't they? And they go in 2 different rifles, which is interesting. I don't think I noticed that on the first release of the figure. We'll pop that one in to start with and give you that. This is a very cool little kind of rifle. I do like this one. Very neat. Lots of nice little detail on it. Let's flip it around so you can see the other side. Nice detail. Look at that. Loads of detail on there. Really like these. That's a cool rifle. Like it. Then we have the slight curvature on this one. Still having issues there, obviously, but that won't be rectified for another wave or so, based on how how production and stuff like that works and the timings and everything. Which way up does this go? Yeah, that goes up. Yeah, I see. Right. So when you I didn't realize this because I want to say that my first Alley Viper it all came connected, but you have the loops basically on different sides. You have the loop on the bottom if you see this loop here on the bottom, and you have this loop here on the top, according to the weapons loadout on both sides anyway, just in case you needed to know. That's your grappling hook. Nice. Then we have this kind of like the kind of classic Alley Viper machine gun, which is actually really cool. I do like this design. And then obviously you got the magazine, which just slots in nicely in the back there. There you go. Very cool. I do like this one. This is, again, another very detailed, very cool rifle. And again, very synonymous with the Alley Vipers. We also have the Proton pack, backpack. for the Alley Vipers. But tell me that doesn't look like a proton pack. Maybe the grenades might be a bit dangerous on an actual proton pack, which is basically a little nuclear, device on your back, isn't it? Cobra sigil on the top. You've got that kind of like drum in the middle there, which is kind of cool. Maybe like ammo for something. I don't know what that would be. Maybe just cable for the grappling hook, then I guess coiled up inside there. That's my guess anyway. What's your guesses? And then, of course, you do have a space on the backpack for the grappling hook. This little port here hooks into the trigger guard like so, and you'll see the shape of the I forget what it's called again, the grappling hook. I have such a brain fart when it comes to saying the word grappling hook. Unless I say it multiple times, I just forget it. And it sits in there like so. Just going to change the angle. Sorry, it was on the wonka bit there. There you go, bit straighter. But there you go. That's the backpack in full with the attached grappling hook launcher too. Love that. Then of course we have the really cool visor, which has actually got tampos on both sides. You've got this toxic kind of logo here, which is pretty dope. Do love that. And then if you flip it around, you've got that little kind of heads-up display. It's only simple, but I do like that. It's a nice touch. It kind of gives you like a heads-up display, and also explains why Alley Vipers have literally got a big thing in their face and they can't see anything usually. But no, there's a heads-up display, which is really nice. And then we've got these tiny little knives as well. Yeah, that's a nice one, isn't it? With a little loop on it. Samesies for this one. Two exactly the same little knives. Lovely stuff. And of course, what is more famous? Oh, something else fell out. It's the pistol. So there is another cheeky little one before the shield. And this obviously is, it's in a little bit of card here, which I'll open out. This obviously is very synonymous with the Alley Viper, the shield, which again looks gorgeous in this deco. I love the stripes. Obviously kind of that call out to that Pursuit of Cobra Alley Viper. What was it, 30th? I can't remember which one, but it was in that time period. That heads-up display on the shield is dope. That is so cool. I like how the one on the left really reminds me of is it the Headmasters? When you put the heads on the Transformers and the little their attributes would kind of light up on the chest. Kind of, yeah, that was so, I loved that in Transformers. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. That's what that reminds me of. That looks like the chest attribute thing on the Headmasters. Then you've got that, which I don't know it was Pursuit of Cobra, wasn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Figure Six Pack. What is that? They're like kind of three interesting things circling each other. That's really cool in the middle. And then you've got like a warning on that side, which kind of looks like the engine check engine light coming on. There's some nice detail inside there as well. Look at that. And of course on the handle, which does twist and move around all the way, which is pretty cool as well. So lovely shield. Really do love that. It's obviously very iconic. What am I missing? It's not the Full Force Weekly yet, Mark, but that is coming at 1 p.m. today. That's ready. Big ups to all who just bought new houses. It's major. Enjoy. Thank you very much, Philly. What's that? Penny Rooster Reviews? Cheese bag. Jedi Bean says, my Walmarts aren't even carrying Joes. There's no space for them anymore. Yikes. Which is weird because every time I go into a Walmart or a Target, there are just loads of space on the walls and stuff. It's nuts. Window boxes have got to come back. Well, they are, so don't worry, they are coming. Didn't pick this one up, says Johnny B54, but with his tank coming, red-black combo would go well with it. Yes, true. We'll get to the figure very shortly. I'm just getting through some more. Hello, EA Gonzalez. How you doing? The Real Zim, hello. Ed says it's insane the amount of product that hit this fall. I managed to pick up Hawk and Shockwave at Forbidden Planet in NYC this week. Glad you had a good time, bud. I saw your pictures. Yeah, it's rope for the grappler. So yeah, that little drum in the middle of the backpack is actually rope for the grappling hook, all coiled up. I got there in the end, I guess, didn't I, Ed? Hey, Sherlock, Pursuit of Cobra. Yep. Talking Joe, Mark says you can fit the gun, the one based on the classic design, on the backpack by hanging off the little hole at the bottom back of the pack. Huh? Right. I have got to try this out. What are you saying? What are you telling me here, Mark? This one, you can fit the gun, the one based on the classic design, on the backpack by hanging it off the little hole at the bottom back of the backpack. What little hole? I don't see a little hole. What do you mean that? Oh my God, does that fit? No, I just dropped it. So I'm trying to work this out as I'm getting the information. Sorry if I kind of went quiet there for a second. Do you mean that little hole on the bottom thing there, that little square thing? Because I can't see a hole on this anywhere. Oh, no spot for that anymore, says Brian. Thank you, Brian. I thought I was going to go mad there for a second. I thought it was going to be like even the police turned up because they were like, hey, he's gone quiet. Let's go and check it out. Anyway, thank you. Jojo from Belmore, says Chris. Belmore, Long Island, Chris. Is that Belmore, Long Island? Because if it is, I spent a number of months in that area. I stayed with a friend in Belmore, Long Island. Long Island. And before, when I was working in New York at a music studio, which was really cool, called Bigfoot Music, and I would commute in from Belmore on the weekend on the Monday, and then I would then go to Manhattan in Union Square, which is where where the studio was, and I would stay with friends in Manhattan in the week, and then go back to Belmore on the weekend. It is Belmore, Long Island. That's amazing, Chris. Do you know? I won't start saying names all over here, but it is, it's not a massive place, Belmore, so that's really cool, man. I would get that train every weekend. I would get that train. And sometimes during the week as well, actually. Can cheese puffs substitute for cheese bags? I can say Stay Fresh cheese puffs, I guess, as well, if you want figure six pack. No spot anymore. Okay. And Mark says, yes, that little square, it looks like it's disappeared on this version. Version 1, it is a hole. That's interesting. That is interesting. I wasn't aware of that in the slightest on the first version of the figure. So thank you, Mark. Anyway, let's get to the figure now. Sorry, I digress. But this is what happens on an unboxing. I digress. It happens. If you're with me, you're with me. Right, here we go. Awake? Are we going to? Right, are we awake or asleep? Is the fit? Oh, I cheated. I cheated. He's awake. There he is. That is the red and black crimson elevator. Let's have a look at his cheeky little face. Very cool. Nice gear. I mean, we've seen the figure before. It's just nice to see it in this kind of deco, I guess. And I will say, back to those plastic ties, which I don't care for in the slightest. It's just so finicky and annoying. Not a fan. Love the paper ones, and I don't see why they couldn't have kept those, because they make sense. They were just so easy. Twist them out, game on. Absolute bangers they were. These are not. Not a fan of the plastic ties. So yeah, it's going to take me a few moments to get stuck into these. Are those Street Troops for Tomax and Zamots as the figure six pack? Well, it could be. You could definitely have them as, I mean, they are crimson, and therefore the crimson is the same crimson, I guess, as the other crimson related figures, except for the retro crimson guard, of course, because that was a different red. Right, here's the interior of the beautiful artwork of the box in black and white. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Kind of going to miss that as well. I kind of like these little additions that they kind of, had to do with it being plastic-free packaging. Let me just wibble him about a bit to get him in a presentable position. Yeah, straight out of the box, enjoying it immediately. Obviously, just like the original Alley Viper. Love the figure. I thought the original, I was a real massive fan of the original Ali Viper figure, of the original classified one, and of course the original Ali Viper, which is a wonderful figure. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just kind of wibbling around with the Leggingtons. One of his foot's very stiff, and I'm not going to push it to the limit because obviously this is where you need like a bit of a hairdryer or some sort of scenario, a bit of heat. There he is. There is the Crimson Ali Viper. Ignore that noise in the background. This is a phone that will not be answered. Yeah, really cool, right? So let's start. Let's get a bit like some close-ups on him. So here is the awesome head sculpt with the black balaclava on underneath, of course, and that kind of molded helmet. Again, some lovely detailing on that helmet, lovely shape of it. It's a very cool and iconic shape. The fangs, of course, on the bottom of the mouth. Yeah, sigil on the helmet there. Very cool. All very good. Paintwork's good, actually. Yeah, everything's looking nice and tight on that. The secondary is a very, very satisfying secondary with lots of cool little features. A lot of details, I should say, and of course a feature in the knife holster, the knife sheath. Little bit of paint wear there on the back. Interesting. No, it's not that bad. He's gonna have a backpack on anyway. I don't know why I'm pointing it out anyway. And a slight miss of the deco application there on the straps, as you can see. Just slightly missed its intended target. There you go. But that's the only thing I can really see in terms of deco improprieties. Then we've got the sigil on that right hand side, which is actually a secondary that slides off, isn't it? No, it's not. That is molded. For some reason I thought it was a secondary. No, that is a molded piece. Very cool. Like it in grey and black. These stripes, of course, the little knife sheath on the wrist as well for the other knife. Little brown, they're giving a little bit of a brown deco there. That's an interesting addition, isn't it, on there with all the, it's like literally red, black, grey, pretty much across the board. And then we'll give him a cheeky brown pouch and then a cheeky gold carabiners down there as well on the belt kind of side of the secondary, belt end of the secondary. The pouches look really cool on the chest and on the side. Yeah, it's really nice. I love the deco on this. I love the black and the red. It's very cool. The pistol holster is in like kind of light grey and has 3 straps keeping on his leg. And then this strap on the other side is just for show. It's like a, I guess it's ammunition in those little pouches, all those little clips. But yeah, it's just very simple. And then you've got the deco on the leg there, the stripes, and the leggies and the feet. Very, very cool. I do like this very much. I'm very happy with this particular figure at the moment. He's going to stick his mask on. Very simple application. Beep. And there he is, mask down. There he is, mask up. It looks so much better when you put the actual mask piece on. Obviously, it kind of really kind of ties that head together with those ports on the side. It's just looking like, again, obviously unfinished. But yeah, when you get that, how do you like? I mean, obviously, you're going to have different. What do you call it? Situations where the mask needs to be down or the mask needs to be up, depending on the situation that the character is involved in, right? But what do you prefer? Do you prefer having the mask down, looking all kind of badass like that, or do you prefer this look where you can kind of see the face a little bit and the eyes? How do you display them is something I do want to know. And like I imagine, obviously, a lot of you get more than one of these. I used to get 4 of the army builders, but I don't do that anymore. I just get 1 of each now. Because it's just too much. Genuinely is too much stuff at one time. I'm not complaining, but it's just there's no way I can do that anymore, if you know what I mean. Now, if you do get 1, like I will, what are you going to do display wise? Because I do like this look. I think it's really cool, mask down. But what do you guys like? Let me know. Real Zim said I end up getting 5 of this one too. Love the figure, fantastic. Charlotte, I didn't do a lot of troop building with the vintage line because we were pretty broke most of the time, but I had a handful of OG Ali Vipers. That's cool. Yeah, no, I never army built when I was a kid. Never. I had 2 Tomaxes Interesting story there, but I won't bore you with the details. And what's the other one I had two of? I had two of something else, but it was because it was one of those things where someone like ended up giving it to me, or it was like a hand-me-down or something. I don't know. But yeah. Toy Bounty Hunter has 5 of these as well. Cool. I'm going to gear him up now. And yeah, put the backpack on. Yeah. Put his knives away. So I'm going to put that one at the top. Is there a shape for this? Yeah, I think there is. Interesting. So it looks like there is an actual shape for the knife to kind of put in so that the loop sits on that side. You might be able to squeeze it in the other way, but I just tried it the other way and it didn't really go in. It didn't go in at all. And then when I turned it around and put it in that way, it seemed to adhere to that shape a bit better. The other knife, obviously sheath, is on his wrist. And I believe it goes in like, yeah. So it should be loop down like so. And yeah, very cool. The wrist knife is a very, it's a cool little thing that I think came about in the modern Alley Viper figure, didn't it? With that kind of like hidden knife feature. Okay, we've got the pistol that's going in the old holster. I always get sheath and holster mixed up. Have you noticed that as well? Grappling hook, I can't say, and I have to say it so many times. It's weird. And sheath and holster, I have to say like all the time. Right, what we saw. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. You're getting back to me. This is good. I didn't realize people were actually responding to me. That's awesome. The vest is battle worn, says Figure Six Pack. The mask needs to show the eyes like the 89 card art. I like that Figure Six Pack. Interesting. Charlotte, I skipped this one but got 3 of the orange blue. They're posed with the newer version of Firefly. That's cool. Toy Bounty Hunter, most are mask up, couple are down. That's a good one. I would have probably, if I had more of these, I'd have one with the mask up as like the guy that the infantry squad leader, should we say, and then the other guys would have them down as if they're not. Sorry, you're not named characters yet. I got 3 of this version and 3 version 1, says Derek. Interesting. Harrison Townsend says, I used to do 10 to 25 army builders. How? But there is so much now. I barely can do 5 of them now. 5 would be enough, Harrison. My goodness. Although I say that, I did get a lot of the infantry figures when they came out. I got a case from Roma Collectibles. Shout out to Aaron at Roma Collectibles. And I'd already purchased like one on one Hasbro Pulse, one on another thing. So I ended up getting a lot of infantry. It's the only figure I army built to that degree. And I think I ended up with 15 maybe. Anyway, but yeah, that's the most I've ever done of one. Joe says, good morning, Chris. Mask down all the way. Okay, cool. Derek Holloman, my version 1, 2 of them have the hole for the gun, the other doesn't. Right. Oh, interesting. Mask down looks cool. I'm waiting for the snakehead mask version to be made, hopefully in the blue and black camo, says Scott. They'll do the yellow and black as well, won't they? They've got to do that. You could probably put one of these guys on either side of the twins in front of a couple CGs. That would look pretty cool. Oh, definitely, Charlotte. Definitely. Yeah, it's going to go with the crimson vibe, isn't it? I should be holding this up while I'm talking to you guys. The Alley Vipers call those things butter spreaders for their morning bagels. Thank you, Figure Six Pack. The knives, they are a bit small, aren't they? Oh yes, Joe Barrett is talking about the fire team. It has been pushed to December the 15th. Yes, so if you're expecting your fire team, your 3-pack sooner than the 15th, don't expect it sooner than the 15th. I have a combo of up and down, says Derek. I expect that. That's good. You did 11 OG bats. That's impressive, Derek. Harrison says 25 eels was the last huge bunch. Most was 50 bats. Harrison Townsend. It's not dumb. It's only dumb if you literally can't afford it. But that's some impressive stuff. Darren says, what about the teal and orange? What about it? Derek says, yup, Joe, got that along with Buzzer. Oh, okay, sorry, you're talking to each other. My bad. Charlotte says there's so many Crimson figures out and on the way. A lot of army builders are going to have all red shelves. Yeah, big time. Let's. I'm going to put some more gear on this guy. So he's got 2 rifles. I'm going to go with his. I'm going to go with the classic rifle. You know, the one that the OG alley weepers would utilize. Now, obviously, you have there's a bit of an issue with putting the gun in his hand, I find, when you've got the new one, because of the magazine and how it kind of gets in the way. So I take the magazine out first, and then I put it back in once the rifle kind of is in hand. But you can't really get him. You can't pose him very comfortably in the right hand with it. So I just do that. I just have him kind of like holding that up, like he's all cold and stuff. But yeah, it's hard to kind of get some like poses with it because of the magazine gets in the way. And yeah, you can take it out, but then you don't have any ammo. And what are you going to shoot? Nothing. I'm going to stick the old, what do you call it? Shield in his lefty. And that's just slot the old hand through. Now, I think you can take the hand off and just put it through and then pop the hand back on the other side, right? I think I've done that in the past. You don't have to. I think you can push it. I think there's enough give to push it all the way through. Plus, I'm not feeling that coming off comfortably without a bit of heat. So I'm not going to risk breaking mine. I'm just going to have him hold that other strap there. Yeah. There's no need to take the hand off. It's all good. He says, struggling off camera, remarkably. There we go. It's in his hand, sort of. Yeah, get in there. Go on, son. Right. There we go. He's rocking and roll. This, don't they look good with the shield and everything? This, yeah. I'm getting all sorts of nice vibes off this one. And I like the first Alley Viper that came in the classified series. I really do. But there's something about this deco that just, I don't know, it's just so cool. There he is with his visor up. There he is with his visor down. Visor up. Visor. I'll stop doing that. But yeah, absolutely wicked figure. Absolutely sensational. Blooming love it. Anyway, there you go. And we've also obviously got this rifle, which, you know, would be nice to have some sort of storage capability. I'm going to awkwardly slot it inside his shield like that. Hey, he's carrying all his gear. What can I say? Impressive stuff. Love this figure. Big fan. Cannot wait to get stuck into mole rats and shooter next week. So I think Monday we're actually moving fully, right? So Monday I won't be able to do much. So if any news happens, I'm just, I might share it on the socials, but I'm not going to be able to do anything necessarily on Monday. Tuesday, possibly. We'll see how it goes. I'll have to do my setup in the new house. Maybe we can christen the new house with a stream. And I mean a live stream, not a waterfall or anything. But yeah, maybe we can do that with shooter and mole rats. We'll see. But yeah, basically we'll try and get them done in the week, next week. So like kind of maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, etc., etc. But yeah, maybe a couple more morning shows. Still do that. Yeah, loving this figure. I'll get to some more of these comments and then we'll kind of bring it to a close. Talking Joe, Mark says, I'm just comparing to the modern 4-inch, really similar. The grey diagonals are basically a copy and paste to the classified. Yep, absolutely. I mean, that's the homage they're going for. Might as well do it properly. Oh, Darren said, lol, the last Battle Core Alley Viper was the version 2 mold, but teal and orange color scheme. I see what you're saying. Sorry, mate. Yes, I forgot about that. I didn't know what you were talking about, but yes, the Battle Core repaint of that version 2 is pretty crazy, isn't it? It's just brighter, more in your face. Would be cool if Larry Hama would introduce these and other new deco figures into the upcoming comic books. Johnny, it's probably going to happen. We're going to be talking about the comics on the weekly at 1 o'clock today, and so yeah, we'll definitely be discussing those kind of things. Ryan says 95% of the time I prefer the originals over any repaint versions, but this Crimson Alley Viper I think is way better than the classic. Interesting, Ryan. Charlotte says blasphemy. This video version is better. I'd like to get 1 or 2 more, says Derek. Yeah, would like the 1990s style Viper colors though. 90s style Viper, what, purple and like reddy orangey red? Is that right? The Battle Core Viper. I always use the classic SMG for my alley Vipers, then give the other rifle to my Crimson Bats. Good shout, Toy Bounty Hunter. I like that. Harrison Townsend. Not sure if it was mentioned. The Transformers Thunder Machine is shipping next week. It wasn't mentioned, Harrison, but yes. No, actually, no, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, of course. We did mention it. I said jokingly at the beginning, I was like, it's funny because I completely forgot that was happening or was a thing. But yes, that is shipping next week, and it's very awesome. Kitchenman says, figure is lit. It really is, isn't it? What a gorgeous figure. Good start on this. I went with the Troop Builder first because I'm really excited I went with this Troop Builder, I should say, because Mole Rats is also Troop Builder. I'm probably going to do Shooter next because I'm really excited to see what she looks like. But I'm saving the Mole Rats to last because I am genuinely... it's one of my favorite looking figures, and one of those figures I'm like really excited might be my favorite at the moment in the line. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yellow Tiger Stripes Battle Core Alley Viper. Yes, please. To me, the shield looks better than the figure, says Jason. That's totally cool. If you feel that way, bud, you feel that way. I think this is a pretty solid outing for a repaint. I genuinely do. But totally, if that's how you feel, Jason, that's how you feel, the man. Kevin Young, morning, bud. Jedi Bean just got a delay notification for Shockwave from Pulse. That sucks. Johnny B4, damn it, Chris, was not going to buy this version, but you made me now purchase. Very cool figure. This isn't my intention is not to force or to make people want to buy it or not. I literally do this for fun, and it's the only way I actually get to play with the bloody thing before it goes on a shelf somewhere. So I do it for like multiple reasons, obviously for a bit of content, but then also this is the only opportunity I'll get to really get it out and play with it, Kitty said. But mate, if you want to get it because I say it's cool or shown it off, by all means, I'll influence you. Some people are getting their Thunder Machines today. Darren, that's crazy. Is that George? Yeah, I thought he might be. I'm gonna have to call BMAC and go, hey man, where's my Soundwave Thunder Machine for review and videos? Kenny says, I didn't start collecting classified until December of last year. I have almost the entire collection now, including pre-orders, but missed out on the Hiss Tank. Do we know when it's shipping? Kenny, it's shipping just after the 24th of November. So it probably starts shipping on the 25th of November. The figure six-pack. When you do a review of Jodie Craig, you can don her hair swaps between Lady J and Zorana's wigs. I'll try that. Let's do it. Ed says, I will pick this one up eventually. I really would like a Battle Core Alley Viper, which would have fit the Night Force theme better, in my opinion. Awesome. Okay, thank you very much for all the comments, guys. Appreciate that all. We're gonna bring it to a close now. I'm not even going to transition because we might as well just end the episode right there. Thank you very much for joining me. If you obviously in the comments, thank you very much for all the comments. And also, massive shout out not just to the wonderful team at the G.I. Joe classified team, the G.I. Joe brand team in general, but also to In Demand Toys for hooking me up in a period where I'm not going to be able to buy many figures. They've hooked me up very nicely. Massive thank you to Nick and Mass and the team at In Demand Toys for hooking me up with this, Jodie Shooter Craig and the Mole Rats. We'll be getting through those two later in next week. You'll see me later today if you care for it. Me and Pat and I should be on the episode today doing the weekly at 1 p.m. EST. See you then guys, and have a great day. Lots more to come. Stay fresh, cheese bags. And after 3, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Full force. Laters. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, full force.
Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on X, formerly Twitter, @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page, facebook.com/TheFullForce. We've also added a brand new Instagram, so check us out there as well, @TheFullForce Podcast, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on any of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce Podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.